96 ball control, and this is where I put my cap breakers at. And I wanted the 96 ball control so I can be able to have, you know, Hall of Fame badges and different things like that to be able to break my defender down. And then I also have a 99 perimeter. And this is what I love about this build, because you can literally clamp up guys from the floor on down. And with the agility, I went with 92 and with an 85 strength. If you just copy this build and just make it for yourself and see how you like it, I bet you would love to say that, you know, you're one of the best in Proving Grounds, because this build is great. I'm telling you, go make the build. Don't wait. Go make it right now. It's an amazing build. I'm telling you, it's going to help you out.
Ready to stand apart from the competition? Today, we take a look at your shoes and how to make your own shoe in the Shoe Creator.
From the main menu, navigate to Features and Open Shoe Creator, and start with selecting your brand and cut.
Let your imagination run wild from here. Dream up the perfect pattern and color combination and save your shoe.
Ready to wear your shoe in My Career? Head to the appropriate store of your brand, and you'll find your shoes under colorways when you scroll to the bottom.
Make your purchase and equip your creation for all of the environments you want to wear them.
For me, I like to design shoes that match the rec court each season. So find a look that matches your fit or style, lace them up, and go hit the courts.
That wraps up our 11th season of NBA 2K TV.
We have had so much fun with you, the community. Thanks to all of you for making this another successful 2K TV season.
Definitely, and we're already hard at work on season 12. We have so much in store for you for NBA 2K26.
I cannot wait for 2K26.
But until then, remember, you can access all past 2K TV episodes from the main menu. You'll find tips on how to improve your game, interviews with your favorite 2K community members, and so much more.
That's right. Enjoy 2K25, have a great summer, and we'll leave you with a special look back at players getting scanned into NBA 2K25.
We'll be out there capturing more over this summer, and we'll bring you all of the action in September, so we will see you then.
NBA 2K26, here we come.
Welcome to the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. What a beautiful Tuesday evening it is, folks. Brian Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. Now let's check out the starters for Brooklyn. We've got George. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Cameron Thomas, and it's Speedy in at the point guard position. And for the Timberwolves, they've got Williams, Filipowski out there with Keldon Johnson, and it's Boston in at the point. Well, Grant, trade talks always ramp up this time of year, but if you're a player in those rumors, that can really take a mental toll.
Oh, B.A., absolutely, especially the first time it happens. You have to try and remind yourself that it's a business, but sometimes that doesn't make it any easier.
So the Timberwolves will get the first possession. Here's Moore. And it's Thomas with the rebound. Pass to Speedy. Back to Thomas. Here's Bowen. And here's Ayton. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game.
Making a statement here early, going right to the rack. I love it.
Yeah, it's nice to see him be assertive instead of settling for a jump shot, especially in the first quarter.
Boston, the pass to Johnson. From the arc, Boston with the bucket.
Good work by Johnson, scanning the floor, looking for those chances to share the ball.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. In transition, here they come. Here's more. Deflected. Now here's Thomas. His last outing, we saw him score 22. Out to the wing. Here's Speedy. And that one's good. Speedy's got his second basket.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
Here's more. From deep, Johnson. And the officials call the over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Did he think he could get away with that? It was a pretty obvious call.
Yeah, it's one thing to be aggressive, hotshot. It's another thing to get reckless. He's got to stay under control.
Blocked! Tries to save it. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. And the Nets, one of a handful of franchises to have never won an NBA title, RJ.
I was fortunate to be on those Nets finals teams in 2002 and 2003. The combination of Durant, Harden, and Irving was supposed to end that drought and save this Nets franchise, but it was not to be. Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
Thomas, right side. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Brooklyn this season.
And with this matchup being East versus West, this is the first of only 2 meetings between these teams.
As a player, these ones are fun. You get to match up with guys you rarely see.
The Nets with a lead. Pass to Speedy. Here's Bowen. Right wing. Here's Speedy. Last game out, he had 44. Just 5 on the clock. Brooklyn, no good that time either. On the wing, Caruso. .146 left in the first quarter here. James, outside. Three-pointer off the mark. Brooklyn's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Here's Speedy. He's guarded by Caruso. Pass to Speedy. Over to the left wing. Puts up a 3. And he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. Here's more. No made baskets yet. On the court right now. Second quarter for the Nets. We've got Cam Thomas, and it's George in at the 3 spot. Shot clock at 6. The ball's knocked loose. And that one is hammered home.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks. Well, Speedy in their last game against the Pacers was simply terrific. He ended up with 44 points and hit a bunch of threes. No surprises there. A game that nobody will soon forget, that's for sure. How is he going to follow that up tonight? We'll see, guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
You have to appreciate guys who can work the mid-range area. It's clearly see how you keep defenses honest.
And when we talk about the numbers, the analytics for great shooters like him, pretty much any shot is a good shot.
James with the ball, and it's Thomas picking him up. From deep, Johnson. And it's Thomas with the rebound. Brooklyn leading by 7. Here's Speedy. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Well, RJ, you got traded a couple of times for good reason. What's it like off the floor?
I don't need your quips, PA, but it is crazy. You get a phone call and bam, you can move across the country. And while it's hard on you, you understand it comes with playing in this league and having this job.
Filipowski, he's checked in for Minnesota, and he sinks the second. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Here's Moore. Johnson on the wing. Shots blocked. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. And Minnesota with possession here. They've only given up 1 point in the second quarter. That one coming at the line. And out of bounds, the Nets will take it. Ayton, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. They've led by as many as 11. They're moving on after a tough loss they took at the hands of the Pacers.
I really didn't see much of an edge from them. A little more intensity could have gone a long way.
Yeah, you hate to be critical, but that's part of our job. You have to call it the way we see it. That night, they were flat.
Speedy can't hit. Timberwolves trail by 8. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Boy, Johnson, let's just say he's a great athlete, wouldn't you agree?
And Brooklyn with possession here. Here's Speedy. Give him 8. The shot no good. Some solid defense from Williams. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. For 3, James nails it from 3. James has got 5.
What an incredible ankle breaker to help create space for a shot.
George passes to Thomas. Back to George. Here's Speedy. You know, his offensive production has certainly been there, averaging 32 a game from the high post. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Moore.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
I just love the aggressive finish.
No, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. And the Nets call time here. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ball game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to me.
And so it's Brooklyn closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. And so it's Brooklyn with it. 7-point differential. Williams is out there with Filipowski. Then it's Keldon Johnson. And it's Boston in at the 1 spot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Now Johnson. Pass to Boston. Ooh, poked away. Here's Moore. Thomas defends. Off target from 3-point range. Brooklyn leading by 7. Here's Speedy. Give him 8. It's George on the wing, covered by Johnson. Good on the bucket.
And you see the creativity George has. Just comfortable operating in screen and rolls and taking what he sees.
The shot by Boston, no good.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
George, right side. Pass to Thomas. The three is up. Williams grabs the board.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
The Timberwolves again can't hit.
That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight misses. They need to settle in quick.
It's George on the wing. Pass to Speedy. Fires the three. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. And now a 12-point Brooklyn lead.
And when you look at the numbers over the last few years, it's clear that George has made a jump as a playmaker.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Out of bounds, the Timberwolves will take it. And let's take an early look at our contenders for this year's dunk contest. No matter who ends up competing, you know it's going to be a show.
And the best part, B.A., every year we see something different, something new. I can't wait.
And I can see him moving even higher up in the ranks. He's certainly a talented guy up in the air.
He is for sure, but this list is just packed with real aerial artists. This dunk contest is really going to be something special.
And as All-Star Weekend gets closer, we'll of course update you on how things are looking. But this year already promises plenty of standout performances.
Yeah, this is going to be a dunk contest you don't want to miss.
Timberwolves trail by 14. Looking to win the run. Got a hand on it.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Minnesota is shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
At the line for 2, Boston.
And he makes a first. Both shots good from the stripe.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Brooklyn leading by 12. Going inside.
Oh my goodness.
How about that?
Wow. That type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And to put things simply, this has not been his work.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Minnesota calls timeout. And you watch Cam Thomas. Talk about a scorer's mindset, RJ.
Yeah, he's a tough matchup. He's proficient and efficient from all 3 levels. He is as confident as they come.
So both teams changing it up here. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Paul George.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
James passes to Johnson. Back to James. Here's Carlson. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game.
Good awareness and range to get out there for the rebound.
Here's Speedy. That shot makes him 7 for 14. He's been good tonight.
Maybe they expended too much energy in the first half. They just look tired here on the defensive end.
Pass to Carlson. Back to Caruso.
And Caruso is a tough player. He's someone that's never going to back away from contact.
And you watch Alex Caruso on defense, RJ. He forces his fair share of turnovers.
Yeah, he's got great instincts, quick hands. You can't be loose with the ball around Caruso.
Substitution on the court. At the line for your Timberwolves, James. 1 shot.
And they've been playing with much greater physicality this half. Getting themselves to the free throw line is a bust.
Here's Speedy. He's got 19. Thomas, left side. Here's Henderson. And again, it's Brooklyn.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
And so it's Caruso who brings up the ball for the T-Wolves. They trail by 14. And after this one, they're at home against Sacramento. That'll be the second and last game of a quick homestand. Here's Boston. He's got 7. Clock at 6. Three-pointer, no good. Here's Whitehead. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. We'll be right back. Head coach Billy Donovan is Mike.
You should never get beat like that in transition when they thought.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. On the court for the Nets as we get the fourth quarter going. They've got DeAndre Ayton, Paul George out there with Cameron Thomas, and it's Bowen in at the 4.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Nets?
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
Well, another thing they've been doing right in this one is making the most of turnovers. Lots of points for them tonight off of them.
Speedy can't hit. Timberwolves trail by 13. Moore passes to Williams. Brooklyn pulls it in. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now. George scanning the floor. Pass to Speedy. There's the triple. Sinks it from distance. Speedy's got 14 points now in the second half.
Whoa, that man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go into the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
George passes to Speedy. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got 3 assists now in this one. And for Minnesota, they're shooting a tough 22% from the field so far. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Well, after an uneven first half, he's managed to right the ship and get things going.
Here's Speedy. Stripped it away. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Here's Boston. And it's Thomas with the rebound. Brooklyn leading by 16. Pass to Speedy. Back to Thomas. Here's Speedy. Takes a 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Carlson's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Moore. Thomas defends. Count it. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Here's Speedy. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That free throw no good. Filipowski, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. He hits the second from the line. Timberwolves trail by 15. Outside Johnson. Pass to Boston. Beyond the arc. On target from range. Boston's got 6 in the quarter.
Unselfish to the court. Johnson looking to make plays for others.
Here's Speedy driving inside, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Nets leading by 14. Pass to Speedy. Here's Thomas. And he can't get that one. Johnson with the defensive effort. For Minnesota, they've gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Here's more. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Third personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for 2. More.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. You know, Grant, we've seen career performances in the play-in tournament, but the stats don't count for regular season or the playoffs.
You know, that's crazy, B.A. So let's just count them as playoff stats. It used to be only 3 rounds instead of 4, so there is a precedent to adding more games to the official postseason.
Here's Speedy. Sinks the tray. Speedy's got 30 points.
Quite simply, he is carrying this team, doing most of the work scoring-wise.
1:41 left in the fourth quarter of this one. The teardrop. The offensive rebound. Basket counts. Williams has gotten his first bucket of the night.
He's got a knack for those putbacks, so you have to be aware of that defensively. Get a body on him.
Timeout called. Brooklyn. They're ahead by 13. Minute 32 left in the fourth. And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game.
This is special. We are witnessing a legendary performance here tonight. He is like levels above everyone else on the floor. Something must have clicked for him in warm-ups tonight. He's just come out and he has run wild.
Wow, did this game really turn out to be his show? A commanding performance like that makes for a sweet victory, especially on the road. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Speedy can't hit. Timberwolves trail by 13. Johnson on the wing. From downtown. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Yeah, when it comes to his three-point shooting, Johnson is most effective from the corners.
Here's Speedy. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Moore's shot is off. Brooklyn has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Nets.
And, of course, they really dominated in the paint tonight.
They obviously came in looking to impose their will, attack the heart and soul of that defense, and it led to a lot of good looks.
That'll do it for this one. They've earned their 27th victory of the year tonight.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Speedy.
And you have to love how he controlled the key, piling up blocks and putting fear into opposing shooters.
The Timberwolves again can't hit. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A., keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
George passes to Speedy. 3-pointer. And they'll get another chance. The rebound by Filipowski. And now we've got an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And he can't get the first one. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And that about wraps it up. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.
You know, I think it's about that time again. You already know it's about to be the coldest summer ever, right?